With the case of Microsoft and Activision versus the FTC behind us in terms of the US, where Microsoft and Activision won their case, we can now look ahead and see what this deal means in terms of the consumers and why I believe that this win is more of a win for the consumers rather than just a win for a case. First, we need to take a look at a consumer point of view. I'm going to be taking a look at this from a consumer point of view, as in we, the people who played the video games from Microsoft, Activision, Blizzard. Okay? First, we have a tweet that was just brought up to me on July 9, 2023 at 3:37 p.m. by KidSmoove, and we're going to take a look at this tweet. And this is the tweet that I am presenting to you from KidSmoove. And this is a picture of what the Xbox Game Pass would look like when the Microsoft Activision merge officially is in play later this month once the deal actually closes for real. So as you can see on the board, we have all the original Call of Duty games from Call of Duty Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, all the way up to the current Modern Warfare 2, as in the one with the microtransactions. Okay? In addition to Call of Duty, we have the Crash Team Racing, if you ever played those before. Vicario is in there. We have Spyro. We have the Tony Hawk series. We have some other games like Diablo, Overwatch, Skylanders, and many more that are part of the Activision Blizzard deal. So remember, the Activision Blizzard deal allows them to own King, which is the maker of Candy Crush, then Crash Team Racing, and other game franchises on the board. So with that, that means that we get more games on Game Pass, which is a big win because Game Pass is only as of today because of the recent price increase of $11. Now, $11 per month is actually not bad for Game Pass. Now that you're gonna get Call of Duty on the board. Remember, in Game Pass, if you have the Game Pass subscription, especially Ultimate Edition, you have a shot to get those games for free. And now with Call of Duty on the board, you don't have to worry about buying it for like $70. With Game Pass, you can buy it for $11 per month with the Game Pass subscription service. In addition, you have the cloud saves and all that good stuff that come with the Game Pass subscription, and whatever other benefits the Game Pass offers you. Now, in addition to Game Pass with Call of Duty, now, because Nintendo Switch might be on the board, you might be able to see a Nintendo Switch port of Call of Duty. Now, of course, Call of Duty is best played on Xbox, PC, PS4, PS5. However, for those of you on the road, you can bring your Nintendo Switch with you and you can be having fun with Call of Duty. And the next part about this being a win for the consumers. Those of you who never got to play the OG Call of Duty, like we're talking about 2000 something over here. We're talking about the original Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. We're talking about the original Call of Duty 2. The Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I started my Call of Duty gaming stuff when I was playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I remember that day, out in the living room, I played this on my birthday. No cap. And there was the original Modern Warfare for PS3, for crying out loud. That's as far back as I can go. Okay? And I never got to play the original Call of Duty when it first started. I'm talking about Call of Duty 1. I started Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And now I get to experience this for the first time on Game Pass. Okay, we're talking about OG. Okay, and with the Game Pass, yes, you do have to worry about microtransactions, but it's less painful because you don't have to jump through the $70 price tag originally at the store. So that's a win for the consumer because you can still buy the skins and stuff, but you don't have to buy a $70 game and then the skin. You just have to buy the skins for the characters for your soldier. That's another win. Although don't expect them to slow down on the microtransactions. Okay, that's just a little bit of a thing that we need to go through with the business of Call of Duty. Now, what does this also mean for other stuff? What do we need to keep in mind before we start celebrating and we start getting our Game Pass? Keep in mind that this particular deal with Activision Blizzard and Microsoft with the merge is not going to take effect until the Sony contract expires 2024. Keep in mind that this deal with Sony is still being honored at the state of the judge's decision with the FTC case. Remember, that deal is not done yet. So until 2024, you're still going to see Call of Duty owned by Sony. And then after the deal expires in 2024, then Xbox Game Pass can get the Call of Duty stuff. Now, will this affect anything for this year and next year? So, like I just mentioned, the upcoming Call of Duty 2023 game, whether if it's going to be Modern Warfare 3 or COD 2023, whatever the title is, and we will be talking about that game later down the line, don't worry, that's not going to be affected by this upcoming FTC deal because that was done when it was still owned by Sony. Once the next game comes out in 2024, then that Call of Duty 2024, whatever it will be part of the new deal with Activision Blizzard and Microsoft. So nothing for this year will be affected. Starting 2024 November will be affected most likely. Okay, that's one thing we have to keep in mind. And and Game Pass is about to get a lot more interesting. And if you guys are Call of Duty fans, especially, this is for you. This is more for the Call of Duty guys. Okay, I had a feeling it was coming down to Call of Duty. We discovered that with that one commentary talking about how this FTC case could come down to Call of Duty, and it did because of that level of expansion to Nintendo Switch and the potential idea of Game Pass. And now Game Pass just got Call of Duty in 2024. It's going to get a lot more a nicer package. Keep in mind that the price of Game Pass did go up to $11 per month. So keep that in mind, but I think it's a very good price to pay, especially with Call of Duty on the way. Okay? So what does it mean in terms of my content as a gamer? Because you guys see me play Call of Duty from time to time. Now, when I'm talking about what I'm going to do for Call of Duty, I'm going to start playing from the very old ones, not the new ones. New ones, maybe. I'll think about going back. But I'm looking forward to another game called X Defiant. But when it comes to Call of Duty, I'm going to play the originals. I enjoyed my time in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. And I still have Modern Warfare 3 in the back over here in the old Xbox 360. Yes, I know. I have an Xbox 360. Don't judge me. But that's how I started my Call of Duty stuff. I love I love COD. And I'm talking about the original COD. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling when it comes to my opinion about this case. Was it the right decision? Yes. In terms of in terms of consumers and game players out there, yes, it is a very good decision that Judge Jacqueline Corley went with went with Microsoft Activision for the merge. Now, now is everybody happy? Of course not. But are those with Xbox Game Pass very happy? Of course. Now you have more games to look forward to. And I'm looking to get Game Pass in 2024 now that the OG CODs are back. OG CODs that I never got to play. And I'm excited to do that in 2024. So that's going to do it for the United States edition of the FTC and Microsoft and Activision case. Keep in mind on July 28th, there's going to be another hearing, and that one is for the United Kingdom version. Keep in mind that in the United Kingdom, they were blocked from the merge. So what's going to happen is they're going to appeal the merge case in the United Kingdom edition. But for the United States edition, congratulations, we get Game Pass. We get Game Pass Call of Duty. But in the UK right now, they're going to appeal on July 28th. So look out for potential videos on the United Kingdom version of this case later down the line. But for now, that is all for today's special edition of RetroYuuki Gaming News. My take on why I think the Microsoft win with Activision is a good thing for consumers. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. But that's all for now. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled commentaries about Sega's win with the Union tomorrow. And we do have to discuss about Starfield on how the disabled community is very pissed off of lack of accessibility option. That's a big one. We'll cover that tomorrow if my voice is better. Okay? That's all. Enjoy and congratulations to our gamers out there, especially in the Game Pass. We'll see you tomorrow for our next commentaries. Enjoy.